So far, we've answered the what, the when, the who, and the why. What are astral parasites? Do I have a spirit attachment? Who is it? And why did it happen? And now, it's time to answer the how. How do I get over it? There are a number of methods out there that you've probably heard of. There are practitioners from every religious background who have their methods that they swear by, and you can find success stories for each method. There are many home remedies as well. But in most cases, you'll find that a practitioner, healer, shaman, priest, or other religious official insist that they must be employed to perform the extraction. The process usually looks like some sort of ritual. It can be done remotely or in person. It can be done with your involvement, or some will even do it without your inclusion whatsoever. While working on a documentary on this subject, I interviewed practitioners from the metaphysical to the religious, and it varied greatly, but there was always a common thread. They generally insisted that the individual could not do it on their own. They needed to see a healer. And unfortunately, most of the time when people choose to have the entity extracted by a practitioner of some kind, it just comes back in a week, a day, or even an hour later. This is a waste of time and money, and often leaves the sufferer even more forlorn and hopeless than before. In most cases, this approach simply does not work or does not last. Traditional home remedies are no better. The remedies, at best, just provide temporary relief, and the ritual-like practices must be kept up every single day to attempt to keep the entities away. An example of this is using crystals or salt in the door or along the windows of your home. This is supposed to ward entities from entering your space and thusly entering your energy field. While this is one of the most commonly suggested home remedies, it also seems to be the least effective. Why would a being that is from another dimension restrict themselves from entering doors and windows? Why wouldn't they just come through the ceiling, the floor, the walls, or just appear wherever they wanted to? It simply doesn't work. What I've seen in my practice is that the most successful permanent relief comes when the individual does it themselves. And after they have done so, they don't have to deal with performing rituals, rites of protection, or deal with lapses, entities coming back, or calling yet another healer to help them. So what's the secret? What's the approach that will cause you to have a permanent relief of entities so you will never need to see me or any other healer ever again? I break it down into these 5 categories. Raising your vibrational frequency. Clearing and expanding your energy field. Stepping into your power. Resolving traumas, blockages, and suffering in general. Refilling with excitement, gratitude, and unconditional love. Stepping back to the why, we know that negative entity attachments are attracted to you because you are highly connected to the spirit world and you have some great purpose here on this planet. They are trying to get you to do all of these so you can resume your mission. When you do these 5 things, they will no longer be attracted to you and you'll be well on your way to fulfilling that mission. When you think about why you're here watching this video, maybe you wanted life to get back to normal. But guess what? That's actually not why you're here. That's not why these entities are torturing you. They're trying to get you to look at it completely differently. What if, instead, you said to yourself, I'm here to be a brand new version of myself, something powerful, authoritative, and strong. The person I was always meant to be, the person who I am beyond capable of being. This is the mindset to carry forward on your healing journey. A journey that involves the following process. The first one, raising your vibrational frequency. There are 3 areas that you will need to focus on to do this: emotional, mindset, and energetic. They all support one another. If your frequency is low due to your emotional state, then it will be challenging to change your mindset. If your energetic frequency is low due to the influence of the demonic attachments, then changing your emotional state will be of similar difficulty. Therefore, to successfully raise your frequency and keep it raised, all 3 must be supported simultaneously. Here are the tricks to doing each one. Your emotional frequency can be raised by becoming emotionally intelligent, recognizing which emotion you are experiencing and using techniques to accept and then release those emotions. Another favorite is engaging in a gratitude practice. Your mindset frequency can be raised by recognizing key truths, such as everything happens for you, not to you, or I am truly an infinite being of light who relishes masquerading as a limited 3D being. Or, when I lose something important to me, I know that it's going to be replaced by something better. Probably the most challenging, your energetic frequency can be raised by methods you will have to discover on your own. The process for this is different for every single individual, so you will have to discover how to do this by connecting to your guides through meditation, automatic writing, or similar methods. If your connection to your guides is blocked by entities, the easiest way is to employ an energy healer to specifically target raising your vibrational frequency. But again, if you choose to do this, you must engage in the emotional and mindset practices to ensure that the benefits don't fade over time. There are many methods to raising your frequency, including making changes to your diet and exercise, starting a meditation or breathwork practice, reducing or quitting alcohol consumption, practicing forgiveness, being of service to others, and making a positive impact in the world. But while these can be very helpful, it can't be stated enough how important all 3 of these approaches are to successfully raising and keeping raised your vibrational frequency. Just raising one simply won't cut it. Clearing and expanding your energy field. This is another practice that you can discover on your own, and there are some easy methods. You can participate in guided meditations that are specifically geared toward clearing and expanding your energy field. You can also do this through meditation by simply visualizing your energy field repairing itself and expanding outward. Once again, if your meditation is interrupted by entities, you may want to employ a healer to assist in this process. Stepping into your power. When an individual discovers they are infected with an astral parasite, fear can take over, and they succumb to feeling helpless and hopeless. How can we, as physical beings, do anything about an evil spirit or a demon? Stepping into your power is realizing that the entity has little to no power of its own. It's acquiring all of its power from you. So you starving it of power is a critical part of this process. Here are a few ways to do this. Do not engage in creating a sphere or circle of protection around yourself. This is a fear-based action. You don't even need one. That's how powerful you are. Release your need to know what type of entity it is, or how many there are, where they came from. This is you giving it your power through your attention and your concern. Ask yourself deeply, do you know for sure that this entity situation will be resolved in a positive way? And connect with that knowing that this will end. Understand you have likely experienced the worst suffering that the entity can provide. It won't get any worse because the entity is using all of its energy, again, your power, to give you everything that it can. In other words, do not fear things will get worse, because they won't. Resolving trauma, blockages, and suffering. At any point in our lives, especially childhood, a traumatic experience can cause us to store painful emotions in our energy field. These can be released through many methods, but everyone's emotional experiences are unique, and what may work for one person may not work for another. Talking it out with a friend, family member, or therapist. Journaling about your traumas. Practicing yoga or other physical activity geared toward releasing stored emotions through endorphins. Meditation. Working with a healer to extract these emotions from any point in your life. Blockages and limiting beliefs are negative thoughts or attitudes that can prevent a person from reaching their full potential. They can be self-imposed or learned from external sources. Resolving blockages requires first identifying what they are and then using methods to release them. Identify them by writing down any thoughts or phrases that limit you. It may be that you have a limiting belief that your entity just cannot be removed. Challenge the belief. Ask yourself questions to challenge the validity. Is this really true? Or, what evidence do I have to support this belief? Is it true that my entity cannot be removed? Of course not. This method can help remove the limiting belief from your left brain or logical mind. Limiting beliefs can also be stored in the subconscious mind or right brain. Removing these takes a little more effort, but can be done without employing a healer. The most recommended method is using positive affirmations. Once you have identified your limiting beliefs, you can generate a list of opposing thoughts, such as, "It will be easy to remove my negative entity," and repeat this sentence to yourself over and over again. Resolving suffering in general is accomplished by all of the above. And also recognizing that negative experiences in your life, including external and internal, are there to serve you and to bring you lessons, growth, and positive outcomes in the long run. Refilling with excitement, gratitude, and unconditional love. This is listed as the last step for a reason. Throughout the process, you have been removing traumas, releasing lower vibrational thoughts and emotions, resolving limiting beliefs, and casting off entities themselves. Once these things are gone, they must be replaced. Replace them with excitement, gratitude, and unconditional love by embracing these emotions. Take the newfound discoveries that you've learned throughout the process and love what you've learned. Love what your future holds in the form of excitement, and embrace all that you've been thankful for. This process will keep your vibration sky high and will make it impossible for negative entities to ever return. Remember, they are in your life right now to make sure that these lessons are learned. Once they truly are, these spirits will have nothing left to teach, so you'll never see them again. The best part about this overall process to remove negative entities from your life permanently is that every aspect of your life will be improved. You'll have better relationships. You'll be able to handle challenges when they come up. You'll sleep better. You'll be more at peace. And you will, to put it simply, be happy. All you have to do is begin the process. Thank you so much for watching the conclusion of this Negative Entity series. If you'd like to know more about how I can help people go through this incredible process, you can do so by checking out a link in the description of this video. I wish you incredible luck on this healing journey. You are an infinite being, and you are more than capable of conquering this challenge in your life. And in the end, you'll be that much better for it.